It's 6:11. Pretty nice day on the way today. We'll start out with some fog, which is where we are now. And in the 40s, and make our way to the low to mid 60s today. Big primary day going on today in Indiana. So who's going to win this thing? It'll be Trump. And I don't know, on the Democrat side, it's close. And how about yesterday? It must have been strategic. Two things happened yesterday with Ted Cruz. Carly Fiorina fell off the stage. Did you see her fall? And,
no.
And it looked like, and I don't know if it's true, but it looked like he was just kind of ignoring it. Ted Cruz. Like, oh, great.
Well,
maybe nobody will see. And there were a lot of people around there. The other thing is there were these and this was really embarrassing. There were these Trump supporters, and he decided he was going to go into the crowd and challenge them. And it was bad. Mm-hmm. And it was embarrassing because it shows you that they had no respect. You would think this guy is a U.S. senator. Doesn't he warrant and the second place contender in the presidential race for Republicans? Doesn't he warrant a little bit of respect? Mm-hmm. None. It was terrible.
Don't you just?
They were like, yeah. There was one guy like yelling out saying, Cruz was like, "I have a question." And a guy was like, what, whether or not you're from Canada? And another guy's like, we'd be better off if you weren't here. And it was really, I'll get you the audio. It was bad. Okay, Christine, sorry.
No, that's okay. I think that, that's societal. That's not necessarily just in this campaign. I think that we have a general lack of respect and reverence for, even our leaders. Well,
if we do, then this campaign has really put a magnifying glass on it or giving it a little more ammunition.
But isn't it funny that Ted Cruz, who heretofore had been the more presidential acting of the bunch, is now seeming the least presidential, and Donald Trump has reversed his role, and he's seeming
I don't see that. I don't know.
I know you don't because
I don't see that.
You haven't. You're not. I don't. What could Donald Trump say to change?
Finish that sentence.
What
I'm
could
dying to know what you're saying there.
Well, no, I don't think that Donald Trump could do anything at this point to earn your support.
No, that's not true.
What could he do?
No, I don't think anything has changed.
Right. No, I know.
With Donald Trump, no, you said it's changed. It hasn't. He's still calling him Lion Ted Cruz. He's still doing the same old stuff. And I think that Ted Cruz was terribly attacked yesterday. I don't think that has anything to do with him looking presidential or not presidential. It was terrible. It was an embarrassment for the country. It has nothing to do with Ted Cruz or Donald Trump being presidential.
I think Trump is acting more respectful.
I know that. I can tell that. I won't ask you questions about it, but I won't grill you, Christine. Listen,
you put it out there, right?
Listen, yes, I did. Listen, last night at the Central Valley, they had a public hearing. This was not a board meeting. It was a public hearing over the changes that are going on, and it got heated last night. And I watched some of it. Boy, the amazement of Periscope. I wasn't at the meeting, but I was able to watch some of it, and it was heated last night. There was yelling. There were. I mean, it kind of looked like a Cruz rally or something. But it was all over this whole process of. I don't want to say it was all over this, but one of the big issues is that they're grouping kids based on performance. So if there's kid A who is struggling in reading, then instead of having just the class with everybody in, maybe the kid with reading who's struggling or the several kids who are struggling are in one class getting special attention, and then the process would be that they would all loop back out of that class maybe the next year or the next semester. So there's a real, and it's teachers and it's parents, and it was a melee last night. We have a little action on that coming up, but I was watching it on Periscope until the person's cell phone went dead that I was watching it on. But it was heated. It just shows you how much parents get it, how easy it is for something to turn from positive and constructive to destructive, and it was pretty rough last night. We'll talk about that. The other thing that's going on right now, and you can watch it here in our very own local Target stores, just be careful. I wouldn't even want to use the bathroom right now because conservative groups are sending men into the ladies' room and they're doing it in kind of protesting fashion. However,
this is stupid.
It is out of control. Yet, don't you think with all this going on, if you are a pervert, you wouldn't want to go into the bathroom? I mean, at this point, you're a pervert. Don't you think you'd want to stay clear because all eyes are on the bathroom right now? Not this 31-year-old guy in Florida. He's been spying
perverts
on.
Are yelling, "What's the matter with you crazy straight people?
You're ruining this for the rest of us. This was all really quiet. Now everybody's focusing on it. 31-year-old guy in Florida has been spying on women in department stores. He uses a bogus story about his wife to get them to try on clothes for him. But last week he ran into a woman he'd already scammed, so she chased him out of the store, and she taped the whole thing on her phone. The guy's name is Jeffrey Polizzi. He was arrested for it back in 2009. The woman's name is Candace Spivey. And listen to this as she tapes it, as she chases him out of the bathroom and out of the store. She'll be starring in a movie coming up soon. I mean, she's got it. And
that was quite a chase.
She taped the whole thing. See, that's how you handle these. When you get some pervert, this is how you have to handle it. Take care of the situation. We'll go to Jeff Manasso coming up on the Indiana primary. Here's Christine with an update.